Georgia in Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia Tech's offense will be first on the attack. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings. And Palmer, obviously, in the booth was pretty solid, too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe 2-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
Looking for a man. It's Fitzpatrick. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got a man, it's Marshall. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
The official says no good. After the miss, no change in the score. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Open space at the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He might want another play. Off play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A strike downfield. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, then love to get a drive going here. Rushes on him. Got a little space. Got the 1st down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Out of the gun, the inside give. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. To the air, it's Fitzpatrick. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route?
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the return. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get him out.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working that left side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Algier. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Eaton. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 4 wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Wants to keep it in the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed near the marker. It's Eaton. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Fitzpatrick. Wiggles, pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the... Going over the top. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Oh, what a cut! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
On target. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Fitzpatrick. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense will quickly use a timeout. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. With jet sweep pass. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. To the air, it's Fitzpatrick. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is good. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip-and-tuck affair all game. They're up by 8 over SMU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They try to get it outside on the left. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some.
There he goes! Ripping off a really good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Takes the easy completion, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. The throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Now rolling to the left. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Catch in the middle. It's Bryant. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
A run for the quarterback. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Here comes the two-point try. Now on the option. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, and second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Fitzpatrick. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. This Dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Inside the 30. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy dogs putting the bite into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down the score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to pass. It's Fitzpatrick. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Hang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. He's got it on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The right back to the well. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Going for the marker on the ground. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep...
Turning it on! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Here we go, here we go. Ready to go.
Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Algier. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He throws one to the left. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way...
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
With the catch, it's Algier. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Dogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The screen, he's got wheels. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on, David, you're talking about.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This offense is aggressive on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the hauls it in, the first down and more. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Under fire. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech